Hi, welcome to a crash course in Powerschool Unified Classroom. First of all, we feel a lot like you do. We don't know either. We're trying to provide our students and our staff with the best support we can. So hopefully we can all give grace and patience to all involved, and we'll learn it together. Let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is open a Google Chrome browser to classroom.powerschool.org. It of course will work in other browsers. However, if you have a school-provided device, almost everything is connected through our Google Chrome, Google Education, along with our Microsoft Office. So you'll get the best results if you use a Google Chrome browser. Along with your Google Chrome browser, be sure that you are logged in to your Avery Coonley account. When you click in the top right corner on either your picture or the initial, you can see which account you are logged into, and just be sure that it is the @averycoonley.org and not a personal or other account. Now that you're there, don't be a monster. Please bookmark this website. And you find the different options, click on Sign In with Microsoft, something like this, and then slowly everything will load. The first thing you probably want to do before you do anything else is go to Quick Links. Under Class Pages, click My Classes. You should then come to something like this. They do have quite a few messages about just all of the connection issues. They're obviously inundated, so you can just dismiss those, that yes, we know you're slow, and they're working on it. You may or may not have any classes that are active. If you don't see any classes here, click on Inactive. And, for example, if we were still having debate, I would come over here and click Manage and click Make Active. This makes it so that anything you're posting actually gets shared and can be opened and accessed by your students. If you don't have it set as active, the students get a message that says something like, "Your teacher has not made this class active. Please talk to your teacher." So for example, this is Group 1 Library, and this is kind of what we looked at back in the fall, where it had the newsletter and it's set up. Of course, right now everything is having a hard time. But technically, it should have had the newsletter that I've updated. Right now, I would say there are a few ways you could set it up. One I really liked was Second Group, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a shout out. And I've signed in as a kid. So this is one of our second groupers. I've signed into his unified classroom. And when you look at his unified classroom, he has in his dashboard, he'll have the different things that were assigned. And if he clicks Class Pages, this is what it looks like on the kids side. They're going to have a whole bunch of classes. So if you look through, all of these different classes have been activated and put in so that the students can access them. I would say to make sort of a one-stop shop. So Sarah and Jessica have made a great sort of landing page for the kids. If you click on Second Group, and they've made different updates, basically. So they have their main Second Group page, they have Second Group updates, and then they have their e-learning plan. They copied and pasted all of the information that they've been sending to their parents, just kind of like a newsletter. They have their newsletters from February and from December and ongoing. So as you post things here, each one is going to just move down depending on timing. They've also posted and uploaded an amazing amount of resources where kids can print and type and work on all of the different things they needed. I'd also like to show you one other example So if you go to the first group's unified classroom, a remote learning sort of landing page as well. They have a list of the different things available, and I like that they also added a Google Class page, and by no means do you need to make one, but for them, it seemed to be the thing that worked the best. And so it's very similar to the second groups, but instead of just the one long list, they have their little note to the students. They have a short checklist along with links to the Google Classroom. And then they have their meeting links for all of their meets and some of the different links to some read alouds. They have some resources because they've made a Padlet for different things for students to do. And then as you go down, they have some other options for the different activities that are available for them. It looks like they were sent a just in case envelope, and so they have all of the links and printouts and things like that for them available here as well. Please email techteam@averycoonley.org for any further questions, comments, or concerns. Thanks for listening.